This is the news in brief from the United Nations. UN Human Rights Chief Michelle Bachelet deeply deplores this week's military takeover in Burkina Faso, her office, OHCHR, said on Tuesday. OHCHR has called for a swift return to constitutional order and urged the army to immediately release President Roch-Marc Christian Kabore and other high-level officials who were detained in the coup on Monday. Ms. Bachelet had visited Burkina Faso last November, where she stressed the importance of preserving hard-won democratic and human rights gains. During the visit, OHCHR had observed mounting frustration and impatience with the deteriorating security situation in the country, with increasingly vicious attacks by armed groups and others across the Sahel region, and the government's response. Given the security threats and the tremendous humanitarian challenges, OHCHR said it is more important than ever to ensure rule of law, constitutional order, and international rights obligations are respected. Moving now to Madagascar, where the UN Humanitarian Affairs Office, OCHA, reports at least 34 people have died following intense rainfall caused by two different tropical weather systems which impacted the country over the past week, particularly the capital, Antananarivo. Flooding and landslides have affected over 62,000 people, more than half of whom have been displaced or evacuated from the city for their own safety. OCHA cited government statistics which revealed that nearly 7,000 houses are underwater and many more are at risk of flooding or collapsing. Heavy rainfall is expected to persist over Madagascar and could affect other regions of the country in the coming days, OCHA said, with the possibility of other tropical storms hitting the east coast. The UN mission in South Sudan, UNMISS, is calling for action to prevent further escalation of intercommunal violence following reports of a deadly attack this week in Jonglei State, located in the east of the country. The incident reportedly occurred in Baidit on Sunday when armed youth from the Merle community carried out cattle raids in two villages. Some 32 people from the Dinka Boer community were killed, according to preliminary information. The victims included 3 women who were killed by gunshots and 3 children who reportedly drowned in the river while fleeing. At least 26 other people were wounded, and at least 5 houses were burned and other property looted. People also reportedly fled to nearby bush areas, some of whom are currently unaccounted for. UNMISS strongly condemns any attack on civilians and has called on the authorities to conduct a timely investigation so that perpetrators can be held accountable. Deanne Penn, UN News.